Conversations. We're back. We're Black and Curious. I'm Kendrin.
What up, what up? It's Deja. How y'all doing?
Hello. We are back. If you've never been here before, we do a cross section of pop culture in real life. We're here multiple times a week. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe to our channel in advance. We're gonna
Please
do
do.
some Reddit story time foolishness. Um, Deja has it.
So this is from January, and I forgot that I had it when we did our last Reddit story times.
Hmm.
So, it's basically about how there is pee in the dating pool.
Oh, interesting.
And so this person matched with, I don't know, I can't remember if this was a male or female that wrote it,
Hmm.
but they matched with someone on Hinge, and clearly the people that are on Hinge are unhinged these days. And so she was like, they've only been speaking for like maybe a week. I don't even
Okay.
think it was that long. So
Okay.
this is the thread. It says, good morning. And then the other person says, good morning, beautiful sunshine. And they respond, you're sweet. How's your morning going? Good. Going to Camarillo for work, princess yours. Can I ask you a question without you getting mad and hope I don't sound controlling? But how come you took more than an hour to respond last night? Because I was literally taking care of my like final things before going to bed. So any other like food related things, or also I again doing skincare, brushing my teeth, washing my face. I mean, I still responded. Conversation is unhinged. Then she goes on to say, good, I'm just on my way to work, excited because I finally get to go, and then it's cut off there. So then they say, sorry for asking. I think you get bothered quick. Sorry. Hope you have a good day. Then Tedejo and Paz. I don't know if it's Spanish or not, but y'all let us know. I don't know what that is. So then she responds, it's not that I get mad fast. It's just a weird question to ask is all, but I understand.
The
So
question
I
being like,
can't
why did it
be
take you an hour to respond to me? That was the weird question.
Yeah, not
Okay.
even an hour. Like it must have been long, but either way, like dude, we just started talking to each other. People busy. Like, what did you talk about?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he says, so I can't be concerned or anything because you get bothered quick. I don't know. That's hard. That's hard then, to be honest, because I'm a caring person. But if that's gonna be a problem, I might as well step off. She responds, yeah, there's a fine line between caring and controlling, and what you were, or at least how you're going about it. It is very controlling, if I'm being 100% honest. And that's what I'm saying. If you're starting things like right away, it's like, how are we going to be in the long run and whatnot? These Reddit conversations is crazy. He then responds and he says, because I asked a question that's controlling. Damn. Okay. Well, my bad. Then I won't bother anymore. My bad sucks. But I really wanted something with you. But if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Cuidate. What language is this? Cuidate? Is that Spanish?
Quédate. Yeah.
Not siete.
No, I said quédate.
C-U-I.
Cute. What is it?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
C-U-I-D-A-T. I'm assuming I'm saying it right. I don't know. I ain't
Okay,
been
I
in
don't know.
Spanish class in a very
Go
long
ahead.
time.
I don't know.
Okay. She says, this sounds like something that my cousin in the kitchen would be going through. The girl responds and she says, it comes across as controlling. You said it yourself. FTR, I don't know what that means. It wasn't
For
an
the record.
hour, it was 45 minutes at most. Oh, for the record, thank you. See, I'm old. For the record, it wasn't an hour, it was 45 minutes at most. But yeah, Sally, it seems like you have some work to do internally before you jump into anything. I want someone who can trust me. I didn't give any implications that I was doing something else or I have bad intentions. I'm sorry, but respectfully, I don't feel safe enough to meet with you. So I think it's best for us both if we pump the brakes here, take care, and I'm off to work.
Both of these
Girl,
people are idiots.
girl.
The guy
But this is
is,
the
or
stuff that is on Hinge.
both of them are idiots. Like it's too much on both ends for me. So the initial person who's like, "Why you take so long to respond to me?" is like, "Dude, y'all just started talking. It was even if it was 2 hours, 3, 4 hours, however much time. Like y'all don't have those. Y'all haven't established that yet because y'all not in a relationship." And nobody's
I'm
required to
just
respond to
saying.
anybody at a certain time at that point. Like y'all
Right.
don't have any expectations of each other because you're just getting to know each other. That's number one. But then
Hello.
number two, with the person who was responding, I guess the writer of the letter, it was like, girl, why are you trying to like give this person therapy language? It is okay to just say, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is a fit. I think we should just like stop chatting and let's move on. You don't this whole like,
That would
oh,
be
I
the
don't feel
ideal
safe.
response.
People weaponizing therapy language is getting on my nerves. One thing about that is getting on my nerves. Too many of y'all like didn't ever even set foot in therapy and y'all just going off vibes. And I'm sick of it. As somebody who has been actively in therapy for many years, I'm actually sick of it. Because a lot of people are just weaponizing the language and or have gone to one or two sessions and gotten a half of an iota of something, and now you're running around telling everybody. It's like, girl, that's not what it is. It's not what it is.
I mean, I can see where she's coming from by saying that she don't necessarily feel safe because he acting a little crazy. Like, who's to say that he's not gonna follow her home or any of the other, insane things that people do on first dates? I don't know. Remember I
Like
told
that.
y'all a while back that I went on that date where that man was so drunk he was banging on the table.
But to me, it didn't feel like that. It felt very much like emotionally, I feel unsafe. And it's like, if this is somebody you just met, like, who cares? This is not a person. Like, what happened to just moving on, or just even if you just ghost the person and stop talking to them altogether? Like, what happened to that? What happened to just being able to walk away without making a whole production and a scene of it? They're so like, oh, I feel unsafe because you have asked me one too many questions that I don't like. You just don't like the guy. This doesn't have anything to do with your safety. Like, knock it off.
I mean, devil's advocate here, but you probably just thought he was a little unhinged. Like I've been saying, he don't sound like he's cooking with a full set of utensils.
He sounds like he may probably is controlling and probably is somewhat like possessive of his partner. He does sound like that,
Crazy.
which is the reason why she should block his number and move on with herself. This is all
Well,
through text. This is not in person. This is through
right.
block
They
the
hadn't even
number.
met up yet. I think, like I said, it might have been a week. I don't even know if it was a full week that they had been like communicating off of the app. So, but yeah, I think
Block the number.
too, as someone who has perused in the online dating streets here and there, people jump. Well, I'll say people jump too quickly to start having conversations offline, so that way you can get the conversation in real time as opposed to having to go back to the app to check it. And I am a proponent of let me really talk to you here and get to know your personality here to see whether or not I want to take this off of this app. Because if you ain't catching me on the app, what's the point of us exchanging phone numbers? Then I'm gonna have to block you and carrying on. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Or like the times that I have done it, I just didn't bother to save the number. Because like you may not be here in about a week or two.
Yeah. Which I think is a personal preference. I've never dated online, but like I think that's a highly personal preference. So some people, I've heard of some people being like, I'm not getting ready to go back and forth with you through this app all day. Like, let's get to it and have a date and let's go
I
out for
mean,
real
true.
and get through with this. No need to keep talking if we're not even gonna have chemistry in person. But I've also heard people say things more like you, where you're just like, oh, well, I'd rather get to know the person on the front end. I mean, I don't think there's a wrong way to do it, but I don't think that you have to do a soliloquy every time you decide that somebody is not right for you. I don't think that has to happen, or you
No, I
have
don't
to
be doing
be.
that. I be blocking people
This is what I'm
on the app.
saying.
I just disconnect. Don't even say that. I'm like, you know what? I ain't interested.
Oh, I think you have work to do on yourself. Like, duh, but like, who cares? You don't barely know this guy. Who
Evidently,
cares?
homegirl did.
Who cares?
That's the only story that I have for us this week. So, y'all drop down in the comments and let us know if you have a funny story time that you would like for us to share. course, we'll change the name. So please do send it to us. The email is always linked down below. And like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.